I really want to thank everybody that's here after a long hill day. I know a lot of you have worn some shoe leather and with wearing flight suits out there. It was a gorgeous day, low humidity, but it still doesn't take the sun factor off your flight suits as you're walking around. So we appreciate that. Plus, you do make a huge effect. Everybody wants to talk to someone in a flight suit. So well done. To begin, I'd like to thank and welcome the reception sponsor, Bell Helicopter. Jeff, are you working your way? Here we go. I'd like Jeff Angelos to say a few words.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't want to bleed. I know you all had a very long day. Just wanted to take an opportunity on behalf of John Garrison and the 10,000 men and women at Bell Helicopter who appreciate the work that you and your members do. So to that, we thank you all very much, and I'll go ahead and pass it back to you, Tim, and get the evening started. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, we'll begin the AAMS Award ceremony. And our first award is a very special award. It's a significant award for our community where we recognize folks who have committed to community service. And this award is sponsored by PHI Air Medical LLC from Phoenix, Arizona. And Steve Johnson, if you join me at the podium to help me present this year's award winner. The AAMS Community Service Award is presented to an EMS transport individual or organization demonstrating broad-based continuing commitment to the communities they serve. I'm proud to announce this year that we're presenting this very special award to Eagle Air Med for their 2011 Breast Cancer Awareness Campaign. And here today, joining us to accept the award on behalf of the entire Eagle Air Med team is Eva Workman, Jim Hunt, and Mike Brown. So if you'll come join in, I get to tell everybody a little bit about, and I said I probably would do this, the Save the Tatas campaign. Eagle Air Med took on this campaign to educate and draw awareness to breast cancer in the surrounding communities that they serve. After your staff had learned about the devastating progression of this cancer ranging from the curable stage 0 to the deadly stage 4, and you set a high bar in the campaign by creating 4 specific goals. First, promote further awareness and education of breast cancer itself. Second, improve breast cancer detection. Third, show compassion towards those persons and families afflicted with breast cancer. And last, support breast cancer research. Throughout 2011, Eagle Air Med sponsored and took an active participation in several community events across the country designed to draw awareness to and understanding of breast cancer, funding, and other resources to breast cancer preventive services and research. For instance, at the Utah State University San Juan, they organized a breast cancer week where Eagle Air Med donated substantial funds, sponsored breast cancer 5K run, and its benefit dinner. A second example, in an effort to promote compassion and awareness to youths, Eagle Air Med sponsored the San Juan High School softball team in the Swing for Life statewide benefit tournament, with 100% of the proceeds and donations to the tournament given to breast cancer research. Another example of Eagle's commitment to its community in Alamosa, Colorado, the staff and the company took on several efforts to help fundraise for a new ultrasound unit for the local hospital's Women's Imaging Center. A new company-wide effort that was launched at the beginning of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October supplied crews with special pens and gloves in pink color to use on all flights as a symbol of breast cancer awareness and education. Those are still very popular, and they plan to do that with the Pink October campaign as a tradition. The final project was the most individually demanding on Eagle Air Med employees and possibly the most rewarding. They made a specific challenge to each employee to make a personal effort contribution on behalf of breast cancer awareness and reach out to someone whose lives have been affected by breast cancer. It can be something as big as signing up for a benefit walk or marathon, or as simple as sending a note of support to someone whose life has been changed. The individual efforts of Eagle Air Med employees and these many stories show immense compassion to family, friends, and communities that have suffered due to breast cancer. So, it is a proud moment for PHI Air Medical sponsorship of the Community Service Award, and for AAMS to award to you our Community Service Award. Steve, would you like to say a few words?
On behalf of PHI Air Medical, I want to thank you for the work that you do for the patients and communities that you serve. This is a very well-deserved award, and thank you for the work that you do.
They say I do the most talking, so I get to do this. I don't know where they get that. But on behalf of Eagle Air Med, I sincerely thank PHI, Mr. Johnson, for their very generous sponsorship for this Excellence in Community Service Award. I think it's an amazing thing our industry has, and it's a great thing to promote. I'm so blessed to work in a company that places such a great value in the intangible things of life. Like they mentioned in the award criteria, there is nothing about this award that reflects on our flight numbers, on company bottom line. It's strictly what you have in the soul of your company. And it was an amazing, amazing project to work on. Because of the generosity of our company, we're able to accomplish many wonderful things, and I could not do that without the support of our CEO. Our executive team, James Hunt is our vice president, and he's with me here now, and Mike Brown, our program director, who both came to join me with this great event and great moment for us. I witnessed the efforts of many of our coworkers who donated time and personal effort in this, and that really meant a lot to me. The investment was very, very personal, and as you can guess, as the director of this event the entire year and the campaign, I spent a lot of time working with people and finding ways and different aspects of how we could serve and be very creative with that. So there was a lot of donated time and hours by our crew members, by our personnel, by our administration that I could not have done without. As Mr. Johnson described and Ed described, there is definitely, or Tim, sorry. He asked if I was nervous, so that's for him. There are many events that coordinated the project, and it was introduced as strengthened stages. The smallest stage, stage 0, being the one of minimal effort from the group, elevating into the largest stage, wanting to mirror the negative effects by positive, and growing in that magnitude. With the final request that I made from our company, I asked them to do something very personal, something big or small to make an impact on breast cancer awareness, breast cancer research, or breast cancer support to those who have been impacted. HR said it's not cool to cry at the office, so don't write me up. Okay. But they need to do something big or small to make an impact and make their difference, and it was their choice, and all they had to do is report back to me with a quick email or text that said, I did this. They don't have to tell me what it is or what they did. I don't want the details. Just tell me that you did it and I'll be happy. What I got was actually quite the opposite, and it changed my life. I actually found myself saving these emails to the end of the day because I couldn't handle it in the morning, and they brought so much to the surface, and it was very overwhelming to see what they could do. Just to give you a quick example that's very, very specific, it was written by one of our office staff, and she sent me this email. It said, we learned a dear friend would be going through a second treatment with breast cancer. As she had to go through the first treatment, she said the only thing that she worried about most, and the worst part about it, was losing her hair, and that she had to wear a scarf every day on her bald head. When we heard that, we decided to show our friend our support for her last cancer treatment. On the Sunday before her last treatment, all of the ladies, young and old in our church, wore a scarf on their heads to support our friend. You should have seen the group. Our friend walked in a little late and sat in the back of the church and told her daughter, look, we started a fashion trend. Then she said it dawned on her that the headscarves were for her. And she cried. It was a small thing, wearing my headscarf for a couple of hours, that made a big difference to her. I will always, always remember it. Thank you for your help and your encouragement in this project. And I wish, as soon as I open my mouth about this project, I can just go on for days, because this is one of so many. And this is the difference that it made in my everyday life, in my ability, and my love for my job and Eagle Air Med. And on behalf of Eagle Air Med and the company and coworkers that I work with, I proudly and humbly accept this award, and I'm very proud to do so in the presence of my AAMS colleagues and friends. Thank you.